Hey, I'm Kayla, and today I am talking about the most amazing thing ever, and that is that, um, when I posted this, it will have been about a week ago, on Sunday, which would have been the 24th, I believe. What's today? It is the 28th, but it's technically Thursday already because it's after midnight. So, Wednesday, Tuesday, Monday, Sunday would be 27, 26, 25, 24. Yeah, the 24th, I went to a Harry Styles concert. And it was freaking amazing. Um, First of all, I just want to apologize for my voice. It's not too bad anymore, but I was at the beach for a week before the concert, and then I went to the concert the day after I got back. And at the end of the week, towards the end of the week, my voice sort of started to go away. And then the concert obviously didn't help because I was screaming. So I sort of ended up with like no voice the last couple days. I mean, I had a little bit of a voice, but not really. So I'm still getting the rest of my voice back. So if I sound a little funny, that's why. Um, so first of all, let me start by saying I didn't buy tickets. My mom won tickets to Harry freaking Styles on the radio. She was heading home from work, and she had gotten off a little early, and she was in the car, and she had the radio on, and the radio announcer said, oh, we have 2 tickets to see Harry Styles in DC, and the lucky ninth caller will get the tickets. And so she called, and it was busy. She called, busy. She called a third time, and someone answered. And the Q94 guy was messing with her, and he was like, hello, who this? Who this? You have a number? And she said that, they said, who you trying to call? And she said, Q94? And he says, well, this is it. You just won 2 tickets to Harry Styles. And she was like, oh my god, my daughter's going to freak out. And then she surprised me and took me to Harry freaking Styles. Her way of telling me, so that I would know what to wear without giving it away, was she told me she was taking me to a One Direction tribute band concert. So that I would wear something One Direction-ish, like One Direction appropriate, like a One Direction t-shirt, or I actually ended up wearing my tank top that says Harry Styles is my boyfriend. Which my actual boyfriend didn't like too much, but it's a shirt, he can deal with it. But and I wore a bunch of rubber bracelets from previous One Direction concerts I went to. Some were from the Where We Are tour, which was the 3rd one, and some were from the Take Me Home tour, which was the 2nd one. And then I wore an I Heart Harry bracelet, and then a bracelet that says, I think, Let's Pretend It's Love. It's lyrics from Live While We're Young. And I wore my black One Direction sneakers. And then just jeans. And basically we got in the car, and she told me we were going to Fredericksburg, which is about half as far from my house as DC. I did not know that until we were in DC because I have no perception of where anything is. She could probably tell me she was taking me to, like, she could have told me she was taking me to Fredericksburg and gone to New York, and I probably wouldn't have gotten that confused. Like, I don't understand directions. So, like I have no idea where anything is. So anyway, we get into DC, and the first thing that tips me off that she was lying is we see the Washington Monument. And she tries to pass it off as, oh, that's not it, but doesn't it look like it? And I was like, I don't think there's any other buildings that look like that. But why are we in DC? And I hadn't really figured it out yet, so I just didn't say anything. I played it off like I didn't realize we were in DC yet, but I knew we were in DC. I just didn't know why. Then we ended up, I was telling her about, we were talking about other, like, landmarks, like historical landmarks in DC, and I said that I didn't think I'd ever seen the White House in person. So we pulled up over by the monument and walked over and looked at the White House for a minute. We didn't stay long because we were in a little bit of a hurry. We actually got there with plenty of time, though, to the show. But then we went, stopped at a food truck and went to the concert. And before we got to the venue, she finally told me, because she knew, she was like, you'll probably see signs for it in just a minute and it'll give it away, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you we're going to see Harry Styles. And I freaked out. And we got to the venue. It was the one in DC, obviously. Like I said, I was in DC. And we got to the venue, we got inside, went through security. I need to buy more pepper spray now because I didn't realize I still had my keys in my purse that had my pepper spray on them from college. So I ended up having to throw that away, but oh well. I understand why. I just kind of wish I would have known I had it so I could have just kept it, because I'm going to end up forgetting to buy more. And then with my luck, I'll end up would have needed it as soon as I don't have it. But anyway, point being, that happened, not a big deal. They check your bags mainly to make sure you don't need weapons, and like if they see any drinks or food that are right at the top of your bag, they'll tell you to throw it away. Because they sell stuff there, so they check for that kind of stuff. And then they have you walk through a metal detector, and then we walked over to another table where we gave the guy our tickets, and he scanned them and handed them back, and I now have them in a memory box that will eventually be a scrapbook. And then we started walking over to where all the doors were to get into the arena, like the little openings, to figure out where we needed to be. And she told me before we even got inside, she said, listen, I'm not going to lie to you because I don't want you to get your hopes up. They're really bad seats. They're really bad seats, and there is no backstage pass or meet and greet or anything like that. It's just 2 seats that are really bad. And I was like, okay. So we get in, and we go to try to find our seats. And before we go to look for our seats, we decided to get food because the food truck that we stopped at wasn't very good. So I ended up getting a bag of popcorn. And then we stopped at the merch table because she was in line for the food, and I was like, I want to go look at merch. So I went over to the merch table and squeezed up front so I could see what they had. And then when she got over there, I figured out what I wanted. I ended up getting this t-shirt that says Harry Styles live in concert, and then at the bottom it has the tour date on it of the show I went to, and like the name of the arena and the date and all that. And then obviously it has his face on it. And then I also got this picture book. It says Harry on it, and it's just pink. But then inside it has a bunch of, it's actually kind of cool. It has a bunch of Polaroids of Harry, and like Harry with his opening act and all that stuff. Shoot, what was her name? I can't remember. I'm actually about to like Google it on my phone real quick so I can tell you guys, because now I feel, oh, Kacey Musgraves. His opening act is Kacey Musgraves. So I get my merch, and we go into the arena, and it took us a little bit to find our seats because we were having trouble finding the right section, but we find our seats, and we are basically, there was the ground floor, then there was a floor, and a floor. There was like 3 sections going up. We were at that top section, but we were on the side of the arena where the stage was. So we were right next to the stage, but really high up. And we were somewhat behind the stage, so I didn't get to see his face a lot. But I still saw him. He still came over to that side of the stage a little bit and stuff, like a good amount. But so yeah, so not the greatest seats. I definitely want to try to get better seats next time. But considering she won them, they were pretty good. And honestly, once we got to the seats, I didn't think I was going to be able to see it all. Just based on what she told me and how many steps we had to go up, or I mean escalators we had to go up, I didn't think I was going to be able to see it all. And then we got in there and we actually got to our seats, and I realized it was not nearly as bad as I thought. I could actually see pretty good. And luckily for me, since I'm only 5 feet, there wasn't any tall people in front of me, so I could actually see, which is awesome. And then Kacey Musgraves came out first, and she sang a few songs, and then she left, and then while they were setting up for Harry, they had just a bunch of songs playing. That's a One Direction song, some other songs. They had music playing, and they had this big screen that went I don't know if it came up or if it came down, but it went around the outside of the stage so that nobody could see the stage while it was being set up for him. So nobody could see how it was going to look when he came out. And they had like a Rubik's Cube, an animated like Rubik's Cube on the screen. With like there was a person trying to solve it, but all you could see is the hands. So it was like two animated hands and an animated Rubik's Cube that they were trying to solve. And then after a little while, Harry came out, and I like died. It was amazing. He came out from there was a at that venue there was a like hole in the floor that kind of like goes down underneath the stage, and that's where he came out from. So that was how he was able to get up onto the stage without anybody seeing. Thought that was kind of neat that I could see some of that stuff from where I was at because I was pretty much above the stage, almost. So I was high enough up that there's this wall around the stage while they're setting up all his instruments so that nobody can see, but I could see in because I was above it. So that was kind of cool. But then he came out, like I said, it was amazing. He sang a bunch of songs. He sang a lot of songs off his album. He also sang some One Direction songs by himself, which was amazing. I figured out that he plays guitar now, which is amazing. I like guys who can play guitar. He danced a lot. He did something I got super jealous of, which was at this particular venue. I had an idea that something like this might happen because at this particular venue, there was the big stage, and then there was like an opening going all the way across the other side of the venue, and all the people in the floor seats had like if this is the people, they had the gate in front of them to block them from getting to the stage, but they also had a gate on the side going all the way down that path. Well, sure enough, the reason they have a gate there is because Harry ran through the crowd to get to a stage on the other side of the room and touched everybody's hands along the way. Guess who wasn't close enough to do that? Me. I was way, way, way far away. So yeah, I was super jealous of all those girls. Obviously. Again, not complaining. It was still amazing. It shouldn't have happened, and it did, so I'm not complaining. Because I shouldn't have even got what I did get. So, by no means am I complaining. I'm just saying I was jealous. But who wouldn't be? And then he sang some songs on that stage, then ran back, sang more songs on the other stage. He sang this one girl happy graduation, or no, he sang her congratulations instead of happy birthday. She had like just graduated college or something. I'm not entirely sure. And then he got mad at someone because they said Washington D.C. was boring. That was funny. He read a sign where somebody said, it's my half birthday. And he said, it's your half birthday. That doesn't count. It's not even close. And I thought that was funny. My favorite songs he did were, he did What Makes You Beautiful, which was amazing because that's the first song that they ever came out with as a band, One Direction. So it was amazing that he did that by himself because that's a significant song. He did Stockholm Syndrome and If I Could Fly, which are two of my all-time favorite One Direction songs. So I was super happy to hear him sing those, especially If I Could Fly. I've been dying to hear them sing that song live. So to hear it with only him, and he's my favorite, that was just perfection. And it might have just been those three One Direction songs. I'm not sure. There might have been one more. I can't remember. And then he sang, a bunch of songs off his album. He sang Two Ghosts, I think it's called. He sang Sign of the Times, Sweet Creature, Ever Since New York. See, I know what songs he sang, I just don't remember what they're called. I don't remember which song is which in terms of like the actual names of them. But yeah, he did a lot of songs off his album. It was really great. He was a lot of fun. He kept everybody entertained. He was running around, dancing around, playing the guitar, all kinds of stuff. He definitely was not boring. It was probably one of the best times ever. I cannot wait for him to come back here again. He was absolutely amazing. I don't really know what else to say other than I screamed so much I lost my voice and my heart exploded when he came out on stage. Yeah. I'm sort of a massive Harry Styles fan and have been since One Direction have been a thing. Um, I found out about them 2011-ish. Around the time they did their first tour in the US, I found out about them, but by then, that tour was sold out, so I didn't start actually seeing them live till the second tour. But like, I found out about them and then immediately went to tour after tour after tour every single year. Literally have not missed one, except for the very first one. I was at the second one, the third one, and the fourth one, and I was at Harry's first solo tour. So, and I've been obsessed with Harry since then, pretty much. Well, I don't know if I would say obsessed or not. I don't know. I'm a massive, massive, massive fan. Like, my life goal right now is to meet him. So, but yeah, he was great. Very entertaining, very very fun show. Even when he was singing like "Sign of the Times" and stuff, I was still having fun, even though those are slow songs. Like it was still great. Um, Sorry about that. I don't know where you guys are, but it's kind of late where I am. It's almost like 1 o'clock in the morning. It's 12:53 where I am at night. So, um, but 10 out of 10 would recommend. He's amazing. And I'm not entirely sure what else to say at this point, other than it was an amazing time. Um, and I cannot wait for him to be back in DC so I can go see him again because I had a blast. And if you're wondering why such a massive Harry Styles fan wouldn't have bought tickets to see him, it's because at the time that tickets went on sale, I was in between jobs and I didn't have a lot of money currently, and I um figured I wanted to get tickets, but I didn't have the money at the time. And then by the time I did have the money, I figured it was probably sold out because of how fast all the One Direction concerts sold out. So I figured I wouldn't be able to get any anyway. I did look like once, but all that was left was the really, really high up seats that in my head, seemed like really bad seats, which is actually where I ended up sitting, which wasn't that bad. But yeah, they sell fast. So just a pro tip for you guys, if you want to see Harry Styles, I don't know if like Niall is the same way or not. I've never tried to get tickets to see him, but if you want to see Harry Styles in concert, you probably should get the tickets as soon as you can once they're on sale because they go fast. Sooner you get them, the better seats you'll be able to get, and they are kind of expensive. But yeah, I would like to see a better merch selection next time, though. I will say that. They had this T-shirt, and then they had another one that was like black with orange writing, and it had him playing the guitar on it. But I personally couldn't see him very well on the shirt, so that's why I got this one. And then the black one had all the tour dates on the back. This one doesn't have any on the back, but it has my specific tour date on the bottom. And then they had like the book that I got. They had like headbands and a poster. What else did they have? Hats. They had a shirt that said "Treat people with kindness." I'm not entirely sure what that's from. It might have just been his Pride Month shirt that he started selling on his website or whatever. I'm not entirely sure. There might have been a few other little things. There was pins, stuff like that, and I liked the selection. There was a good selection of stuff. I just would like, I'd like to see a better picture on the shirts for the next one. Not that this is a bad picture. I like it, but like, it's so close up. I want to see more of him than just his close up of his face. But yeah, so not really the merch itself, but like the artwork on the merch. I think I would like to see better artwork next time. But that is literally my only critique. Honestly, there wasn't even that much traffic when we left the venue. There was a little bit of traffic at first, just getting out of the parking deck, but then we were pretty much good. We made really good time. So, most amazing night of my life. I cannot believe my mom won tickets. I said this on Facebook, but I'll say it again. Thank you, Q94. Because if it wasn't for you guys offering the tickets for that contest, I wouldn't have got them. So thank you. And I already thanked my mom for taking me. But I guess that's it for this video. I still cannot believe that concert happened. It was insane. It was amazing. It was unbelievable. It was fantastic. It was magical. It was unreal. I thought I was dreaming almost. It was incredible. And honestly, the difference in my face before he came out and after is insane. Like, when Casey Musgraves was out, I was like, okay, she's good. Some of her songs sound a little familiar, but I was like, I wasn't that into it. And then Harry came out, and I lost my mind and screamed the whole time. And sang along, even though my voice sounded like a dying whale. So, because I was losing my voice, not because I'm a terrible singer. And yeah. So I think that's about it. It was absolutely amazing. Harry, if for some insane reason you see this, which I don't think you will, and I almost hope you don't, you're amazing, and you put on an incredible show, and I can't wait till next time. I guess that's going to be it for this video. I thought you guys might like this because I got a lot of views on my Dalton video about meeting him, so I thought it would be cool to talk about winning tickets to see Harry Styles and how surreal that felt and how amazing it was. And I guess that's it. If you guys like this video and you want more videos like this where I talk about, insane experiences I've had like this, let me know down in the comments. I have plenty more things I can tell you guys about. Actually, I don't know if I do. But I can try to think of some more things to tell you guys about if you want more like this. Let me know in the comments and like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Also, let me know in the comments if you hate these videos. Let me know if there's something else you want to see that I haven't done yet. Let me know everything down in the comments. Give me ideas. Tell me what you like. Tell me what you don't like. And I guess that's it. I will see you guys next time. Bye.